My dad was extremely sensitive, but he was also like my biggest champion. The one thing that I learned from him was the hustle. He always taught me that don't be afraid of the failure. What you do next after failure is what will define you. Everyone fails. It's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to everyone. Instead of sitting on your hands and saying, I can't do it again, find the courage inside of you and saying, what can I do differently? How do you look back into your mistake and say, all right, that was a mistake, great, not doing that again. That's something I really learned from my dad.
Self-care is very important. I think exhaustion has been romanticized so much. I feel like we've been told, the harder you work, the more tired you are, the better the gains. And I disagree. I think self-care is just really underutilized and definitely, not given as much importance as it should. And self-care doesn't necessarily mean that you take 5 hours of your time or you go to the spa, or I think it's just thinking about yourself or thinking about your goals and your life and how you lead life, what you want to achieve from it. And that could be while you're working out, or that could be something where you're contributing to yourself. To me, self-care is contributing to your personal growth in whatever way or form is important to you at that time. It's tough to stand up for what you believe in all the time. You can be in scary rooms where it's intimidating. And what I found has helped me when I'm in a really intimidating room and I have a contrary opinion, or I, want to stand up for myself. What has helped me usually is talking to one person. Even if you're not speaking your truth or standing up for yourself in front of a lot of people, when you speak to one person and you tell them what you're really feeling and you kind of have a dialogue around it, you're able to talk through the thought. I think that helps fleshing it out and understanding what the right move is and how you should stand up for yourself. But that's like a really tangible thing. I think it does come from wanting better for yourself, wanting to not be in a situation that doesn't make you feel happy. Standing up for yourself is about being in your best place or best version of you. Oh, I've made so many mistakes in my life. I've been a public person since I was not even, I was a minor. I was 17 years old. So most of my mistakes have been public, and said the wrong things, I've done the wrong things. Everyone's done it. When you don't know enough, you try to be confident, and people make mistakes all the time. And I'm okay with that. I made peace with the fact that I grew up in front of people. It's okay for me to have public mistakes, and you have to look back and learn from them, and you have to look back and not make the same mistake twice. And even not in my public life, in real life, I think the way I deal with making mistakes is having the courage of conviction to admit it and say, it's my mistake and I own it. What I've learned about confidence is that it takes practice. Confidence is not something you're born with. Confidence is not something that everybody has all the time. It comes out when you need it, and it's something you have to practice, sort of like your vocal muscles. If you want to sing well, you got to practice. It has funny ways of manifesting, and you can bring it on by talking to yourself, or actually telling yourself that you are more than you're feeling in your insecurities. And the more you work on it consistently, the better you are at being confident.
Now, for all of you guys who like everything in life, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have the whole cake and eat it too. Nothing wrong. I want everything. Mujhe sab kuch chahiye. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not harming someone or doing something wrong, don't be scared to want more for yourself than you ever thought you could. I'll give you a small example. A few years ago, I was shooting a film called Dawn 2. It was chosen to be shown at the Berlin Film Festival, Berlinale, and my entire team was flying for the premiere, and it was a very exciting time. But at the same time, I was invited for the first time to attend the Grammy Awards in LA. So now, when I was doing music, it was this big choice. Both the events were literally taking place one day apart in completely different time zones, Berlin and LA. My team and everyone around me told me, no, it can never happen. You have to choose what is your priority. And you know what I did? I made some insane connections. Mumbai to London, London to Berlin, Berlin to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to LA, LA to Mumbai in 3 days. And I made it happen. I went to both events, and that's not the only time I've done it. I've done it so many times, over and over again. Why? Because I don't want anyone to tell me I can't have everything. I want to dream of everything, and I'll have everything. So rule number 4, be greedy. Be greedy for your ambitions. Be hungry for it. Don't live on someone else's benchmarks. We are told so many times in our life, "Sabse bade, your responsibility is this. This is who you should be." Who can tell you who you should be? Don't let anyone or any situation dictate to you who you are and who you can be. I know it's very much easier said than done. I know that because I've done it. But fight for your dreams. Because no one else is going to fight for your dreams except you. I've turned down so many roles, opportunities, because they did not fit into what I thought at that time was the right thing for me. So today, my path is just my own. It belongs to no one. My failures, my successes, all of it, mine. My journey, all of it is mine. So rule number 5, do not compromise. Do not settle on your dreams. I'm talking to those guys who hate to fail, because I hate to fail. It's really as simple as that. But the one thing that is as certain as night and day, ladies and gentlemen, is that you will fail. It's just how it is. And there's nothing that you can do to stop that. It's what you do after that will define where you go. When something I've invested in my heart and my soul, which I do with everything that I actually put my mind to, if that fails, I don't just wallow in self-pity. I roll myself in it. I roll around in it. I wrap myself in it, head to toe, self-pity, self-pity, self-pity. It's not a pretty sight. I can tell you that. My mother, who's sitting right here, has witnessed it many times. But then, I get up, cry a little, dust myself off, and dive straight back into life, because the only way to push failure aside is to move ahead. Not ignore it, analyze it, and learn from it. Always remember, you will never truly enjoy success until you have tasted failure.